Welcome back to News Across Nigeria, where we tell you what's happening currently across the Nigerian Federation. Thank you for being with us. We'd like to remind you that all our top stories can be found on our website, that's channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to see us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to encourage you to use the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, just tap the app on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. The Kogi State Election Petition Tribunal has dismissed the petition of Captain Idris Wada challenging the victory of Yahaya Bello in the governorship poll. Justice Halima Mohammed dismissed the petition for being incompetent. The tribunal holds that Captain Wada never participated in the primaries of the APC and so lacks the locus standi to challenge the nomination of Mr. Bello. Captain Wada, who contested in the Kogi state governorship election under the umbrella of the PDP, had contended that the results of the election was unacceptable to the party and cannot stand the test of time. He said that the death of the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Prince Abubakar Audu, on November the 22nd, 2015, while collation was going on, had made it inevitable for the Independent National Electoral Commission to declare him winner of the poll. To the environment now, and to the south-south part of the country, the Cross River State Governor, Ben Ayade, has appealed to residents of the state to be patient with him as he is holistically addressing the issue of proper waste disposal to complement the clean and green status of the state. He made the appeal in Calabar when he led an inspection and team leading up to the dump sites in the metropolis.
This is the Lemna dump site, located at Ikonefarangba, a few minutes away from the heart of Calabar. This site has served as a dump site for thousands of residents in the city on a daily basis. The residents in this area, however, are worried that this site has become a health hazard.
The situation today, the one you are seeing here, was not caused by a man. It wasn't the company, it wasn't waste management, it wasn't Kuda, it wasn't parts, and it wasn't anybody that's evacuating waste that caused this one. It was caused by the rain.
My problem is, for how long will they keep on promising me? Every government, they come and promise, they come and promise.
The state governor, Ben Ayade, is here to see things for himself. But his convoy got caught up in a queue of over 30 trucks waiting to discharge wastes. And when he got out eventually, he describes it as a hands-on job. The governor says he is working with some investors to assist in waste management and recycling for other use. He also wants to build a proper dump site.
Refuse collection itself is not the challenge, it's the disposal. Where do we dump it? And that's why we're discussing with a team out of Israel and a team out of Dublin to come in and do proper waste management. So we're going to bring in macerators and communitors. We're going to bring in drying beds that will also do separations and, of course, take the compostable waste to composting unit and produce mulch and organomineral fertilizer for horticulture and for landscaping.
From Lemna dump site, he proceeded to Idundu, the proposed new dump site, where he appeals to the residents of the state to exercise patience and promise to open up the new location soon.
Recognize that I have you at heart. The challenge is temporal. I'm already working out a solution. We will soon overcome. Trust me, believe me. It is very certain that now that I've gotten a new location, in 2-3 weeks from here, I would have made this location available for waste disposal to commence properly.
Calabar has always been nicknamed the nation's paradise, and efforts by all will help to restore that status.
Also with the environment, but now to the southeast, where Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State has declared a state of emergency, specifically on issues concerning erosion. At a one-day strategic meeting as part of activities to mark this year's World Environment Day, participants deliberated on ecological issues including erosion management and control, renewable energy, and climate change. Governor Obiano decries the situation in the state where erosion has devastated 950 50 sites across the state, calling on the federal government to declare the state an ecologically devastated state due to the numerous challenges.
The fight against erosion in Anambra State is one which is an ongoing process, as the menace appears determined to wipe out farmlands, homes and roads. And this forum in Awka, the Anambra State capital, is another opportunity to further brainstorm on how to control erosion and its effects. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, wastes no time in declaring a state of emergency.
It is important to state that with over 950 erosion sites, Anambra State needs serious help to manage our terribly eroded landmass. Sadly, the rate at which this menace is progressing is so frightening that it is nothing, if nothing is done very quickly, it will overwhelm our collective capacity to slow it down. In truth, no other state in Nigeria has been ravaged by erosion on the same scale as Anambra. If the image that we generate from our aerial photography are anything to go by, then the world must come to our rescue before it is too late.
The keynote speaker from the Renewable Energy Development Agency in the United States of America sees the method of agricultural practice as the root cause of the problem.
Here in Nigeria, you are losing tremendous amounts of agricultural land due to erosion. Your deforestation, you're losing 400,000 hectares a year in deforestation. And when those trees are cut down and the roots are uprooted, there's nothing to hold the soil. So when the rains come, the soil just wash away and the nutrients wash away and your agricultural industry goes down the tube. It's going to be very difficult to continue to be the breadbasket of Africa if you don't have places to plant your crops.
An environmental study estimates that it takes approximately 500 years to replace 25 millimeters or 1 inch of topsoil lost to erosion. How much soil Anambra State, and indeed others like it across the country, have lost to erosion cannot be measured. But one thing is certain: all tiers of government and the people must pull together to win this, because time is running out.
Obviously a very serious situation there. In other news across Nigeria, members of the Federal House of Representatives have pledged to support the Nigeria Customs Service in its quest to rid the country of contraband goods and smugglers. Members of the House Committee visited the premises of the Federal Operations Unit Zone A at the Customs Training School, both in Ikeja, showing the lawmakers round some recent seizures made by operatives of the service. The controller of Zone A, Mohammed Dahiru, put the duty-paid value of the goods at over 780 million naira. He says the seizures of the prohibited items were made in 616 different operations, apprehended 69 suspects and who have been arrested in connection with the seizures between the 1st of January and 31st of May 2016.
These are, yes, tires, but used tires, which is prohibited by law. And this evacuation was made from a warehouse around Ilasa by monitoring team A. You know, actually this kind of job, you can only have it succeed with tangible and reliable information. 2 people were arrested in the warehouse. They are right now in the cell and investigation is still ongoing. So if we establish they are the owners, and if they are not the owners, they will lead us to the owners. We prepare a case file, invite standard organization, and then hand them over. There are 2 trucks loaded with foreign rice here, boiled rice. There is a letter covered purportedly from the government of Bayelsa State. And from all indication, though actually investigation still is ongoing, this doesn't look real to me. Actually, it is suspicion that led the officer to intercept these 2 trucks. And the 2 trucks actually were given police escort to make it look real. But from our preliminary investigation, even merely looking at the bags, and how they are, looks like actually they were evacuated from the water side, because you know now actually that the smugglers of rice have turned to the creeks, because we have blocked all the roads, all the routes, both legal and illegal. We have effectively succeeded in doing that to some extent. So now actually they have resorted to using boats, canoes, to get them to the creeks and then do evacuation.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, in the education sector, the Kwara State government sanctions teachers and principals who are absent from schools. Stay with us.